Hello episodes, this is my new project Kawasaki KB100 RTC rebuild, and these are all the chapters which I've categorized for this rebuild project. And right now we are in chapter 12 with building the bike, and in that we are in part 1 with concept assembly. And this is just a small unboxing video. This is from Zodix brand, which we already used for the previous project, that is Suzuki Max 100 project. And the best thing I like in this packaging is the box. It comes like a tin can, and inside it is already open because we just cross-checked with the previous bearing whether it seats or not, and so it is opened. And this is how it seats, like one at the top, and inside in between it comes with the balls, and then we have to pack it with the grease, and directly we can move on to the installation. And this is a concept assembly, and underneath this is the bottom part, and there are some variation in the bottom part. That is there is a change in the ID of the bottom part. That is the one which is in larger dia will go to the bottom, and one with the smaller dia will be sitting around the top part. And here we have painted this part, so I'm peeling the excess paint because it could cause film thickness, and which won't seat properly. And after peeling these paints, I'm just using emery paper to soften it, and then we can apply some grease or oil, and we can start seating the bearings. We can put the larger dia bearing first, and then for seating we can use a PVC, normal PVC pipe which you use for plumbing. Here I don't have any such thing, so I'm using a collar of the spacer, and you can just hit around the corners not to damage the ball bearing seating area. And there shouldn't be any gap, or else while riding you could feel the wobbling or shaking in the handlebars. And the same there is a change in the bearing top and bottom part. You can notice the groove area and the internal dia area. You can see the grooves, like there are some variation, and one which goes to the top will be matching, that is both the ID will be same, and one which is coming for the bottom has like a larger internal dia. And after taking the right one, we can start installing the these part in the chassis unit, and one will be coming with the cone set assembly, and one will be coming to the chassis unit. And these are all like coming with the chassis unit. Here this bearing is like in contact with the outer dia of the part, so just we can concentrate only on the outer dia, and we have to hit around the corners. And if it is not possible, you can use a spacer like this, and only you have to concentrate around the corners and not to damage the ball seating areas. And I have a special tool, but I left that in my hometown, so I'm using this method. And the special tool is nothing but like a bigger screw and or a nut and bolt assembly, and we are just seating the bearings in its place, and just we have to compress it. And while compressing, it get contracts and it will be seated properly. And that's the difference between heating with the hammer and using a special tool. And this is the bottom part. Like I have flipped the chassis unit, and so it will be easily viewable, and we can install the bottom and top part. After that, I'm using the same technique which we use for the top part, and we can start installing the balls with the grease packing. And there are like three types of grease. I know some is like synthetic grease. Here it is a like local part which I bought from a lorry shop. And second one is like I go with Castrol and SKF bearings. Like one is like a red color, and one is like blue, and this is a like yellow normal type. First we have to pack with grease like this, so that while installing the balls, it would be so much helpful. And first we have to remove the excess grease, and we can tap like this to take the balls to seat the bearings. Totally there are like 46 balls here, 23 for the bottom part and 23 for the top part. Just like tap some grease on your finger, and just poke the balls, and then you can grab all the balls and you can seat it like this. And um, like you have to seat the balls like this, and move your fingers towards the outward direction, so that all balls will seat properly. And then we can take some grease, and you can pack these balls completely, so that this will increase the handling and reduces the friction, and the riding style will be too good. And that periodic maintenance is required, like grease packing is required at 20,000 kilometers, and if required you have to replace like this, like 40,000 kilometers, and periodic tightening is required, depends upon your maintenance. And after um, installing the bottom part, we can do the same for the top one. The top also comes with 23 balls here. Just tap it with the grease, and move your fingers outwards, it will seat properly. Once it is done, we can install the cone set assembly. Take the excess grease and pack like this. You can apply some more grease, because this will be packed there. I'm not applying grease, so it is like a required amount of grease is enough. And now we can put the top part like this and make some rotation, and then comes the dust cover. This is to protect the dust and which are entering, and it will be sitting around the grease, so we are just covering it with the dust cover. And this is the lock nut. Just you can hand tighten it, and here we have already painted it. If you feel too tight, you can use a screwdriver or a iron rod like this, and just tap with your hand, not to tap with a hammer or some other things, because over tightening would be like too tight, steering will be too tight. So just tap with your hand like this, so it will sit properly. Then you can shake and see the handling, whether it is good or not. And then we can put the lock nut for the top part, and here we have to align it with the front shock, so I'm just hand tightening it. And see you in the next video with the swing arm assembly.